Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract prosperity effortlessly, while others struggle financially despite their best efforts? What if I told you that the last digit of your birth year could hold revealing answers? Among the mysteries of the universe and ancient spiritual teachings, there lies an intriguing connection between numbers and the flow of abundance in our lives. In today's video, we'll explore this fascinating idea together. Can your birth year really impact your relationship with money and prosperity? Buddhist numerology and other spiritual traditions reveal that certain numbers carry specific energies and traits. These energies shape our attitudes, decisions, and even our subconscious financial blocks. Each birth year aligns us with a particular cycle of energy, with the last digit resonating with certain patterns of behavior and thought. This final number, which you may have never considered before, might be revealing profound aspects of your relationship with money, pointing to potential barriers or pathways to prosperity. In this video, we'll talk about each number from 0 to 9 and what they might mean in terms of financial blocks and attitudes toward wealth. And more than just an explanation, you'll discover practical and spiritual ways to unlock abundance and create space for a more prosperous life. For each number, we'll share tips to align your spirit with the energy of prosperity, touching on simple changes you can adopt today. This is not just another video on prosperity. We're going beyond common financial tips, diving into the spiritual roots that, according to Buddhist teachings, influence our attitudes and beliefs toward money. After all, unlocking the flow of abundance requires not only practical actions but also a profound shift in how we see the world and our role in it. If you've ever found yourself thinking, "Why does my financial life feel blocked?" or "What's stopping me from prospering?" stay with us. This video may hold the key to understanding and overcoming these blocks. I invite you to embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. As we explore each number, you'll uncover insights that can impact your financial life, opening doors to a more aligned and fulfilling flow of prosperity. And at the end, don't forget to share what you discovered and how these tips resonate with your experience. In doing so, you're not only unlocking your path, but also contributing to a community seeking growth and abundance. To understand how the last digit of your birth year can influence your relationship with prosperity, let's dive into the teachings of Buddhist numerology and other spiritual traditions. Many of these ancient beliefs view numbers not merely as mathematical symbols, but as energies that uniquely vibrate, directly affecting our essence, personality, and especially our connection with abundance. Each number from 0 to 9 carries a frequency that resonates with specific traits, behavioral patterns, and spiritual inclinations. That last digit of the year you were born may be a reflection of how you handle money, financial security, and even your capacity to attract prosperity. Some numbers tend to favor a positive outlook toward money, while others indicate possible blocks or fears related to abundance. According to these teachings, spiritual numerology can be a powerful key to identifying patterns so deeply ingrained that we often don't realize they are limiting us. For example, the final digit of your birth year may suggest a tendency to save excessively, to take financial risks recklessly, or to attract only scarcity. But here's the crucial point. By becoming aware of these tendencies, you have the power to change them. With small adjustments in how we think and act, we can transform these patterns to create a healthier, more positive relationship with money. Imagine the last digit as a subtle guide, a hidden message revealing where your energy needs attention. This ancient knowledge can apply to many areas of life, but today we'll specifically focus on how it influences prosperity. Rather than viewing money only as a material possession, these teachings suggest we should understand wealth as a reflection of our mental and spiritual state. Ultimately, how we relate to abundance reflects how we see ourselves and what we believe we deserve. Moreover, prosperity is not solely about accumulating material wealth. In many spiritual traditions, the concept of abundance includes inner peace, harmonious relationships, health, and a fulfilled life in all aspects. This broader understanding of wealth helps us see that, by unlocking the flow of prosperity, we are not just pursuing money but a state of harmony and well-being. So, how can we align our spirit so that abundance flows naturally? The first step is discovering what each number represents and how it shapes our thoughts and attitudes toward wealth. Awareness of our number is the starting point for recognizing where financial blocks and limitations might be in our lives. In the next segment, we'll dive into each number, from 0 to 9, to identify these specific traits and patterns. In each section, you'll see a brief explanation of the number's meaning and practical tips for harmonizing this energy with the frequency of prosperity. As we go through each number, the goal is for you to reflect on your own behavior and find ways to adjust how you think and act regarding money. By applying these practices, you can start creating a more positive and inviting flow of abundance in your life. Buddhist numerology reminds us that we don't have to be prisoners of the patterns we've inherited or built unconsciously. On the contrary, by becoming aware of them, we gain a powerful tool to transform reality and live with greater fullness and balance. And of course, this is a journey. Each step, each practice, and each new vision of yourself is an opportunity to align your mind and spirit with prosperity. It's a construction that takes time, patience, and determination. But as you'll see throughout this video, the rewards of a life in harmony with abundance are deep and lasting. Be ready to look within and identify the beliefs that may be limiting your potential. As we explore the meanings and energies of each number, keep an open and receptive mind to the possibilities of change and growth. Some of these insights may seem simple at first, but in practice, they can offer a new perspective on your relationship with money and prosperity. By understanding how these numerical vibrations influence your journey, you empower yourself to take control and redirect your energy where it truly needs to be. By doing so, you begin to unlock a flow of abundance that goes beyond finances, impacting your peace and happiness as well. Now that we understand how the last digit of your birth year carries specific energies, it's time to dive deeper into the meaning of each number and explore how these traits can impact your relationship with money and prosperity. Let's begin with the numbers from 0 to 4, analyzing not only the spiritual symbolism of each, but also providing practical tips to unlock the abundance that may be waiting for you. The number 0 symbolizes harmony and completeness, but can also bring a sense of stagnation and comfort. Those influenced by the digit 0 tend to value security and stability, often avoiding financial risks for fear of losing what they have already achieved. While this pursuit of security is positive, it can also limit financial growth. For those with the digit 0, developing a growth mindset is essential. Start with small investments in new areas, allowing yourself to try something different without taking significant risks. Experiment with putting part of your money into something you haven't explored before, like personal development courses, which could open new career opportunities. The number 1 is associated with self-confidence, individuality, and leadership. People with the final digit 1 have a strong sense of identity and tend to be independent, preferring to forge their own paths. However, this self-confidence can, in some cases, turn into selfishness, making it difficult to attract shared abundance. The main advice here is to practice gratitude and sharing. Instead of focusing solely on your own goals, start contributing to the growth of others as well. This will not only expand your network, but also create a more positive environment for prosperity, as the act of giving strengthens the energy of receiving. The number 2 carries an energy of empathy, cooperation, and harmony. People with this final digit tend to easily form connections and work well in teams, which is an essential asset for financial success. However, they may end up prioritizing the well-being of others too much, neglecting their own financial interests. Set boundaries and learn to prioritize your financial goals. While cooperation is essential, it's also crucial to ensure that you're taking care of your own needs. Practice self-appreciation and autonomy, remembering that your prosperity doesn't need to come at the expense of helping others, but should harmonize with your own goals. Number 3 is related to creativity, optimism, and the ability to see the positive side of situations. People with the final digit 3 tend to be visionary and full of innovative ideas, but sometimes lack the discipline to materialize these ideas. The vibrant energy of 3 can lead to a constant search for new opportunities without enough focus to build a solid financial foundation. To unlock prosperity, focus on one project at a time and take it to completion. Choose an idea that resonates with your purpose and dedicate yourself to it until you see results. Practicing patience and persistence will be the key to transforming your creative ideas into real sources of abundance. The final digit 4 represents effort, organization, and practicality. Those under this influence are hardworking and very committed, qualities essential for long-term prosperity. However, they may also become so focused on hard work that they forget to enjoy the fruits of their labor, creating a stressful relationship with money. Engage in activities that promote well-being and relaxation. Allow yourself to enjoy the rewards of your effort, whether through small treats or by investing in leisure time. The balance between work and pleasure is fundamental to attracting lasting and healthy prosperity. Through these first numbers, we begin to see how different behavior patterns can reflect specific blocks or natural skills for prosperity. These practical tips help realign personal energy with the frequency of abundance, allowing you to find the ideal balance between security, growth, and generosity. By applying these teachings, you can start opening doors to a more positive and harmonious financial flow. Continuing our journey into the meaning of the last digit of your birth year, let's now explore the numbers 5 through 9. Each carries its own characteristics and possible blocks related to prosperity. The goal is to identify these traits and offer practical guidance to transform your natural tendencies into allies for abundance. The number 5 symbolizes freedom, adaptability, and an adventurous spirit. Those influenced by this number are naturally inclined to explore new possibilities and avoid situations that limit their autonomy. This freedom, though advantageous in many areas, can sometimes lead to impulsive financial decisions or a certain instability. Develop a more structured approach to your finances, even if the impulse is always to chase the new. Try creating a financial plan with small goals that still allow flexibility. This way, you can satisfy the desire for change while establishing a solid financial foundation for the future. The digit 6 is associated with responsibility, harmony, and a strong inclination to care for others. People with this number are known for their sense of justice and their desire to help. However, this responsibility often results in neglecting their own financial well-being in favor of others, which can limit their own abundance. Inspired by spiritual teachings, João decided to start practicing generosity. He began by donating small amounts to causes that were important to him, and over time, he noticed that the act of sharing transformed not only his well-being, but also his financial life. He felt more connected and fulfilled, experiencing a broader and more meaningful form of abundance. João's experience reveals that true prosperity includes the ability to share and enrich the lives of others. Sophia, born under the influence of the number 9, was known for her generosity and her desire to help others. She would give her time and resources whenever she could, feeling fulfilled by contributing to everyone's well-being. However, her financial life was always on the edge of imbalance because Sophia often neglected her own needs in favor of others. After learning about the teachings of Buddhist numerology, Sophia realized that to truly be a source of help, she needed to put herself first from time to time. She began practicing financial self-care, setting clear boundaries for her donations, and ensuring a solid financial foundation for herself. Over time, Sophia saw that her generosity had not been reduced. On the contrary, she was now able to help more people without risking her own prosperity. These stories are living examples of how self-awareness and small changes can unlock abundance and transform one's relationship with prosperity. Each of these individuals found a way to align their energies with financial flow, staying true to their essence but with a more balanced and conscious approach. These experiences remind us that the journey to prosperity is unique to each person. The key is to understand your own energy and work to harmonize it with both financial and spiritual goals. By doing so, it's possible not only to achieve a stable financial life, but also to experience an abundance that is true and deeply fulfilling. Now that we have explored the impact of the last digit of the birth year and how it can influence our relationship with money, let's focus on applying these lessons in a practical way. Self-awareness, when put into action, is the true key to transforming any area of life, including finances. This chapter provides concrete steps for you to begin implementing the discoveries about your personal energy and align them with your finances. The first step is to set financial goals that are aligned with your number and essence. Most people set goals based on external needs, but by understanding what is most natural for you, your chances of success increase. If, for example, you've discovered that your number carries an energy of stability and security, focus on building an emergency fund before making bolder investments. On the other hand, if your number carries an energy of expansion and adventure, your goals may include more diversified investments or courses to expand your professional skills. Break down your goals into short, medium, and long-term targets. Ask yourself what each goal represents for your personal journey and how it connects to what you've discovered about your number. This creates a sense of purpose as well as a deeper commitment to your finances. Spiritual teachings remind us that true transformation happens through the repetition of small habits. Apply this to your financial life by incorporating practices that respect your energy. If your final number suggests generosity, adopt the habit of regularly giving a small amount within your limits. For those whose numbers indicate caution, the habit of periodically reviewing your budget can be a valuable practice, reinforcing confidence and control. Choose a simple habit that resonates with your energy and commit to practicing it for 21 days. This time is enough for it to begin rooting in your routine, promoting a more natural and intuitive transformation. An important practice to keep prosperity in focus is to set aside time each month to reflect on your finances and personal progress. This practice helps strengthen self-awareness and allows for constant adjustments to stay aligned with your energy. Ask yourself how you managed money over the past month and whether you followed the recommended practices for your number. This moment of pause allows you to course correct, recognize successes, and identify any remaining blocks that need work. Use a notebook or specific app to jot down your monthly reflections. Record the key lessons and adjust your practices as needed. This reinforces the habit of self-awareness and brings clarity about what works and what needs improvement. Rather than simply trying to earn more money, seek to develop a plan that considers your well-being and personal satisfaction. Through self-awareness, you start to understand which activities truly bring happiness and are in harmony with your energy. If your number is 3, which values creativity and innovation, look for financial opportunities that allow you to express these talents. If your number is 6 and you are naturally responsible, consider investments that also benefit your family or community. Create a 3-step action plan. Define a goal, identify specific actions, and set a timeline. For each step, reflect on how it relates to your number and the energy you want to attract to your financial life. Gratitude is an essential element for attracting and maintaining prosperity. According to spiritual traditions, practicing gratitude connects us to universal abundance and changes our perspective on what we already have. This does not mean ignoring financial goals but valuing what we already possess, which opens the way to attract even more. Make gratitude a daily practice, recognizing even the small accomplishments. At the end of the day, write down 3 things you are grateful for regarding your finances. It could be something small like a meal you were able to enjoy, or something larger like an opportunity for extra income. This simple practice strengthens your connection with prosperity. By integrating these practices into your daily life, You begin to realize that abundance goes far beyond money. It's a state of mind, a sense of fulfillment that reflects the alignment between who you are and how you relate to the material world. Each practice is a way to connect with your potential and open doors to deeper and more meaningful prosperity. The journey to prosperity is a unique experience, guided not only by financial strategies, but also by a deep understanding of who we are and how we connect with the world. What we learn here is not just a superficial analysis of numbers, but a voyage of self-discovery that helps us understand how our personal traits can impact our financial life. Spiritual numerology, especially from a Buddhist perspective, offers a powerful way to align our personal energy with the flow of universal abundance. As we explore the meaning of the last digit of our birth year, we see that each number carries its own frequency, influencing our attitudes, beliefs, and financial blocks. Identifying these patterns and working consciously to harmonize them with our personal goals is a self-care practice that strengthens not only our relationship with money, but also our overall well-being. Remember that prosperity isn't just about accumulating material possessions. True abundance is about experiencing a state of peace, satisfaction, and balance in every area of life. It's about looking at what we have and feeling gratitude, regardless of the amount, knowing that each step on the path brings us closer to a more harmonious life. Prosperity is also a form of connection with ourselves, with others, and with the universe. This video is an invitation for you to look at your birth year in a new light and apply what you've learned to attract a more fulfilling life. The numbers may seem simple, but their influence can be transformative when approached with wisdom and intention. This is just the beginning of the journey. Continue reflecting on how each trait of your personality can be adjusted to create harmony and make room for abundance. If this content has brought new insights, remember to apply the recommended practices, respecting your own energy and the time needed to see results. Every step counts, and each small adjustment represents movement toward a more positive and enriching relationship with prosperity. And finally, share your experiences and insights in the comments. Together, we can create a community that seeks not only financial growth, but also a life where abundance and spirituality walk hand in hand.